able to make it to this, you're welcome to go back and listen to the recording. You're encouraged to, especially if you miss the in-class discussion, like the actual class at the Payne's house, then it's definitely necessary to go back and watch anything. Usually so Jared, at your house, I could get on your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You have Wi-Fi? Okay, so I should just bring my computer and automatically record the class. That's what I do when it's in my home and someone doesn't show up. I automatically record the class so they can go back and look at it. Which is not to say don't come to class, watch the recording, but it's, those occasions that you are absent. Okay. So en el texto, página 70, todos tienen el libro, ¿sí? Página 70, let me tell you. Página 76. 76. Una familia ecuatoriana. Okay. Now remember, what does Ecuador mean? I mean, it's the name of a country, right? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Where is? ¿Dónde está Ecuador?
I always forget.
Oh, yeah.
En Sudamérica. Ecuador está en Sudamérica. It's in South America. On the coast. En el coste del oeste. Oeste is west. Okay. I'll type that on the thing. Okay. So, oeste. Oeste.
Sí. So, temple.
Okay. ¿Es tu hermana? Okay. So, okay, so una familia ecuatoriana. So, a family from Ecuador. And remember, what does Ecuador mean?
Equator?
It means equator. So equator, Ecuador. So obviously the equator runs through Ecuador, or you wouldn't have the name of the city that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and read. We'll have Jared do the first half of the first paragraph. We'll have you finish when it says El mayor tiene 17. Okay.
We're on 76, right?
Sí.
Okay. Where it says, okay, yeah. So una familia ecuatoriana, right? Okay.
Sí.
La familia how do you say that? Morales. No es muy grande y no es muy pequeña. Es mediana. No, because there's no accent. Los señores Morales tienen 3 hijos. Jorge, Mari y Francisco.
Mari.
Oh, Mari. Okay. Jorge, el menor, tiene 10 años. Mari tiene 15 años. Tiene, thank you. Y Francisco. El mayor tienen 17.
Okay.
Mari,
El mayor.
Francisco.
No, that's good.
Huh?
That's what I told you. That's what I told you to read too.
Oh,
So what do we know about la familia Morales? ¿La familia es grande o no?
They have 3 kids.
So se dice es mediana. See, la familia Morales is mediana. It's a medium-sized family. Though what's interesting is that yesterday we read a reading, and they had 4 kids, and it was rather big, right? Oh yeah, because that was Francisco that said that, right? Or Federico that said that in the reading yesterday. He said, tienes una familia bastante grande, ¿no? Remember, he said, you have a pretty big family, don't you? So it's amazing how you take one kid out and it's just a medium-sized family. Okay. And ¿cómo se llaman los hijos? What are the children's names?
Jorge,
Mary,
Mari,
and
and Francisco.
Francisco. Jorge, Mari y Francisco. ¿Y cuántos años tiene Jorge? ¿Cuántos años?
Jorge, what about Jorge?
How old is he? ¿Cuántos años tiene Jorge?
he is 17 and the oldest.
Jorge, sí. Jorge es el menor. Es el menor. He's the youngest.
Oh,
Jorge,
sorry, I was looking at Francisco.
Francisco, sí. Sí. Jorge tiene 10 años y Francisco tiene 17. ¿Y Mari? ¿Cuántos años tiene Mari?
15.
Sí, Mari tiene 15 años. Muy bien. Okay, Emma, go ahead and read next.
Mary y Francisco son alumnos en un colegio en Quito.
Remember, Q only says K. It doesn't ever say K. Never.
Okay. Quito, la capital de Ecuador. Los son alumnos en el mismo colegio. No van a un colegio mixto. How would you say that one?
Misto with an S. Because remember, when X is followed by a consonant, it says just the S sound.
Okay, thank you. Misto. Where do you want me to stop?
Finish off the paragraph.
Okay. Mari es alumna en un colegio para muchachas y Francisco es alumno en un colegio para muchachos.
Okay, so it's para. Because remember, A says A, so it's para.
Oh, yes. Para muchachos. En Latinoamericana, un colegio no es una universidad, es una escuela secundaria.
Secundaria. Repiten, secundaria.
Secundaria.
Colegio.
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 Mari. Para. Okay. So a lot of times we force our Anglicism, our English sounds onto the Spanish language. And it's Latino America. So someone who's from Latin America is Latino Americana or Latino Americano, but he is just, they're from Latino America. What does it mean by Latin America? What is Latin America? Where is Latin America? What are the borders? Tell me what you know about Latin America. Anybody? Nobody?
No.
Give it your best guess.
I'm thinking.
They speak Spanish.
They speak Spanish, and what else do they speak? Because Brazil is a Latin American country.
Don't they speak Portuguese too, right?
Yeah. Brazil speaks, their main language is Portuguese. It's Portuguese. And what about those French countries? There's a couple of French countries in the north of South America. So Latin America is all those countries where Romance languages are spoken. Did we talk about Romance? Do you remember what's a Romance language?
I don't remember.
Romance language is any of the languages that come from Latin. So therefore, a Latin American country, first of all, has to be American, so it needs to be North America or South America. And then they have to speak a Romance language. So that excludes what? Canada and the United States. Okay, so Latin America is really anything south of the United States. Mexico, Cuba, all those little island nations, Haiti, Labrador, all those little island countries in the Caribbean, and then all of South America. That is Latin America. Anything that is Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian, that's in the Americas. I don't know that there's any countries that speak Italian in the Americas. So it's all of Mexico, all of South America, and all of the Caribbean. Okay, so that's Latin America. So it says, what does it tell us about Latin America? So en Latinoamérica, un colegio no es una universidad, es una escuela secundaria. So what is colegio?
College.
College.
What does it tell us? En Latinoamérica, un colegio no es una universidad, es una escuela secundaria.
Okay, it's high school then.
It's a secondary school. Yeah, it's like a high school. And a lot of European countries and Latin American countries, high school is over at like 16, no later than 17. And then they have kind of like these little pre-college. They can head into college at 16. Okay. Go ahead and start reading for us, Adi.
La casa de los Morales. Los Morales tienen una casa privada en un barrio residencial de Quito, en las montañas. Los Andes, en su barrio, hay casas privadas y edificios altos con condominios. Los edificios altos son muy modernos. Muchos tienen balcones con flores bonitas, y de los balcones hay vistas fabulosas de la ciudad de Quito, de los picos andinos y del volcán Pichincha.
Pichincha, muy bien, Pichincha. Okay, so just stop right there. I was going to stop you earlier, but that sentence went on for forever. So what kind of a house? ¿Qué tipo de casa tienen los Morales? What kind of a house do the Morales have?
A condo.
No, es una casa privada. Remember, what's una casa privada?
A private house.
House.
Yeah, so a single family dwelling. So just a house. They have a house. Anytime in English we say our house, we assume it's like a single person. And then where? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde está la casa de los Morales? Okay. Es un barrio residencial. Barrio is like neighborhood. Okay, so you have different barrios. We use that even in English, right? We talk about New York. We have the different barrios, or the what do they call them? Like Queens is one, and Manhattan is one, and
Brooklyn,
Bronx. Those are the different. What are they called? I don't think do they call them barrios? No, they call them boroughs. See, they call them boroughs. And if you go to Louisiana, they're going to call them wards, much like how you guys have that definition in your church. You know, different groups of the different people. So like and they have parishes in Louisiana, so for different areas instead of like counties and stuff. So they live in a residential barrio, in a residential neighborhood of Quito. So Quito es la capital de Ecuador. It's the capital, right? En las montañas. So you can see the picture at the bottom. At least mine has a picture at the bottom. You see the city.
Us too.
Yeah, they're at the base of this mountain that just sweeps upward. And what mountains are these? It tells us.
The
Or here, I'm finding it.
So it says de los picos andinos y del volcán Pichincha. Okay, so it's it tells us right there in the second sentence. In the first sentence, En las montañas, los Andes. Los Andes. So the Andes Mountains. Everybody is familiar with Andes Mountains, right?
Yes.
And where do they run from? They start where and end where?
Oh gosh, I learned about this a while ago. I'm trying to think.
Okay. So they start way up in Colombia. So if you look at, let's see what page we can look at. So SH39. SH39. Okay. So everyone go to SH39. You see all the way up in Colombia, actually, and Venezuela. Okay. So it runs through all those countries. So you see where it's raised up there near Lago de Maracaibo, near Caracas, right? It kind of starts in Caracas, Venezuela, and it works its way all the way down the western, okay, and ends all the way down in Chile.
Yeah.
So it's Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, y Venezuela. And you can kind of see some little bit into Guyana. So there's your French-speaking countries, Guyana, Suriname, and Guyana Francesa. Guyana, I'm not sure what language they speak there. Maybe Portuguese as well. But obviously, Guyana Francesa is French Guyana. And I think Suriname, they speak French as well. And then Brazil, with as big as it is Portuguese. So that's all of Latin America, plus the land all the way up through Mexico. Okay. So when they talk about the Andes, wow, you can be talking about many different countries, not just like the United States. We share the Rockies with the Canadians. Let's see. Yeah. So the Rockies, if you look at the next page, go up from there and it goes all the way through Canada. So, but not nearly as big as the Andes, right? The Andes. So when you're talking about the Andes, they would say Los Andes de Venezuela or Los Andes Venezolanos. You would say the Venezuelan Andes. Or if I say I'm going to go skiing in the Andes, and you're like, okay, well, where? I mean, that's an awfully big variety there. I say, yo voy a los Andes Argentinos. Okay, so I'm going to the Andean, the Argentinian mountains, because that's where all the cold weather is anyways, right? Remember, the further south you go, the colder it gets again. Just like, so going to the southern tip of South America is like going to the northern tip of North America. You encounter the same kind of weather. Okay, so we'll go ahead and have Sydney finish off this paragraph for us.
La casa de los Morales tiene 7 cuartos y detrás de la casa hay un jardín.
Hay
un jardín bonito con muchas plantas y flores. Alrededor de su casa es un muro.
Hay, okay? Hay. H-A-Y is hay.
Hay.
I think of like ay, the exclamation. Hay un muro. ¿Qué es un muro? A wall. So alrededor de su casa, around their house, is a wall. So notice su casa is there in this instance because we're talking about the family, la familia Morales. Okay? Alrededor de su casa hay un muro. Just tell me what we know about their house from what she just read.
It has a garden.
¿En dónde está el jardín? Where is it? ¿Dónde está el jardín? Detrás de la casa. So where is it? Behind the house.
Oh, yes.
Behind the house. Okay. So la casa de los Morales tiene 7 cuartos. It has 7 cuartos. I'm sorry. Cuartos. Tiene 7 cuartos. So what are they telling us? Are they saying that it has 7 bedrooms? Or is it just 7 rooms? With that size of a family, my assumption would be that it's 7 rooms. So they have a living room, a dining room, a kitchen, 3 or 4 bedrooms, right? So that's That's what their rooms are. Maybe an office. How about that? Okay, so this is, so in a lot of those countries, we saw how the Andes run down through there. A lot of their major cities are built right on to the sides of the mountains. Can you think of any cities that are like that in the United States? Anybody been to a city that's really kind of built right up into the sides of the mountains?
I have
I
not,
know.
because I have not been very many places other than the East Coast.
So like in Utah, when you drive through on 80, there's a lot of maybe it's like Nephi or there's, but all along 80, there's a lot of them. They're built right on, and they're not huge mountains, but they're just big abutments, right, that come up. And they're not big, but they're really neat because they're just kind of built right on the bottom of it, kind of built into it. So, and it really kind of illuminates the side of the mountain when the city's all lit up. It's really es muy bonito. Es muy bonito. It's very pretty. So why do people build on mountainsides? Or why do they build on rivers? Generally, mountains will have rivers, sources of water, right? Melting snow. So that's why you see most of early civilizations built on a water source of some kind. So either on
Well,
the
yeah,
mountain.
because that's the best place to grow crops and stuff.
Yeah, and for transportation, before there were trains and cars and buses, that's how they were transported. That's how they did their trading. That's how they did, all kinds of things. They're trapping, they're fishing, they're hunting, So you will find that most civilizations, and even still today, like Chicago. Chicago's on a big lake and it has rivers. New York, it's on the water, but there's also rivers there. LA, not so much, but LA is a newer city. San Francisco, where is it? It's located on the coast, right on the water. So a lot of your major cities are built on big water sources. Got to have water. Okay, and then let's just look really quickly at the next page. Mascotas. Okay, so tell me ¿qué es una mascota? ¿Qué es una mascota?
A pet.
See, pet. So mascot, it's your family mascot if you want to, need something to help you remember. Just like Chase y Grizzly, ¿sí? Son las mascotas de la familia Pan, ¿sí? ¿Tienes
Sí.
más mascotas? You have more? Do you count your chickens as pets too?
Yeah.
Los pollos tienen nombres. Your chickens have names.
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Y cuántos pollos tienen? ¿Cuántos
Seis.
pollos tienen ustedes?
6
¿Cuántos?
pollos.
6 pollos. 6 pollos. Okay. So go ahead and since you didn't get to read very much, Sydney, go ahead and read that first paragraph for us.
On 77.
What's that?
On 77.
D, 78. I'm sorry. I failed to mention to you. I turned the page. I'm sorry. Lo siento. I'm sorry. Mascotas.
Okay. So tienes
Sí.
una mascota y Estados Unidos, muchas familias
Muchas familias. Many.
tienen mascota, no es España
En España. Mira, says en España.
y en Latinoamérica muchas tienen su mascota también, como aquí la mascota favorita es un
Favorita.
perro o un gato, dos perros y los gatos son unos amigos y buenos y serios.
Sinceros. Okay. So, todos tienen un perro. Everyone have a dog? Todos tienen un perro.
Sí.
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 Adi, ¿tienes perro?
No perro.
No perro. ¿Tienes un gato? A cat?
No,
No mascotas?
no mascotas.
No peces? No fish?
Wait, my sister has a lizard.
Oh, okay.
It's not my
It
pet.
counts. Not your pet though.
I
Not
don't
your,
touch it.
it's your sister's. Yeah, I don't count lizards as pets, but I suppose if you like lizards, then they're your pets. Okay. So it says, ¿tienes una mascota? Do you have a pet? Aquí en Estados Unidos, muchas familias tienen mascota, ¿no? So most families I know have some kind of a pet.
Yo tengo, pero nombre Molly.
¿Qué se llama? Su perro se llama Molly.
Se
Okay.
llama Molly, yes.
En España y en Latinoamérica, muchas tienen su mascota también. So in Spain and Latin America, many families have, so many have their pets as well. Como aquí, like here. So como is like. When it's not in a question, it's like. So I have one like that. Yo tengo una mascota como su mascota. I have a pet like your pet. So como, but como in a question is how or what is she like? Okay. So like here, aquí, here, like here, la mascota favorita es un perro y un gato. So what is that sentence telling us? La mascota favorita, what is that?
Your favorite
Should-
pet?
The favorite pet es un perro o un gato. So it's a dog or a cat, right? That's like just like how it is in the States. Los perros y los gatos son unos amigos buenos y sinceros. So this can be a little ambiguous here. So what does that sentence tell us?
They're the
dogs and the cats, right? The dogs and the cats.
cats are the nicest and friendliest.
So they are some good and sincere friends. Okay. So what is that referring to? Are dogs and cats good friends, or is it referring to like they're good friends to us, right?
Yeah.
Well, cats are evil, so
Cats aren't always very nice.
cats
Yeah.
are.
Most dogs are pretty friendly.
But to each other, they're generally, there's like my cat gets along with my dogs, but they don't
Yeah.
take advantage of her and put
Yeah,
her-
but cats sometimes don't really get along with other cats very well.
Yeah, cats are finicky like that. Okay, Addie, go ahead and read for us the next paragraph.
En España y en Latinoamérica hay una cosa interesante. Hay unas excepciones, pero en general las mascotas son populares en las ciudades y en los suburbios, pero no en las zonas rurales. En las zonas rurales o en el campo, la gente no tiene un animal como un perro o un gato en casa.
Okay, somebody tell me what you picked up from this. Just tell me basically. Anybody? Anything?
Mascots.
Pets?
Pets, yeah, sorry. I can't. My brain. Pets are popular in cities and the suburbs generally.
Uh-huh. Pero no en las zonas rurales. Rurales, okay? So, but not in the rural areas, okay? Or en el campo, in the country. It says, la gente no tiene un animal como un perro o gata en casa. So the people, the rural areas generally don't have a dog and cat in the house. Okay? They might have them outside the house. So in the cities and suburbs, it's common to have a cat and dog. So Jared, go ahead and read for us.
Oh, I got lost. Where are we?
Mascotas exóticas. Are you sleeping?
No, I'm awake.
Okay.
Okay. At the very beginning,
Mascotas exóticas.
like where it's blue.
Yes,
Okay. Hay también mascotas exóticas. Jorge is de I'm gonna say Pisac.
Pisac. Pisac.
En los Andes de Perú. Él tiene como mascota una lama en Perú.
Una llama. Es a llama.
Oh, llama. Ecuador y Bolivia, las llamas son domesticadas, pero atención, las llamas no tienen mucha paciencia, paciencia y is it veces or veces?
A veces.
A veces son un poco, we say
Poco.
poco,
Poco. A little bit.
poco
Mhm.
desagradables.
Say it real slowly, remember?
Desagradables.
Desagradables.
Desagradables. Pero no peligrosas.
Muy
That's
bien.
probably the hardest word I have seen this whole time.
Todos repiten desagradables.
I can't even say it slow.
Desagradables.
Yes, it's down there.
Desagradables.
Desagradables. So what do we know about llamas?
They're patient. No, wait, no, Tan and Richard, they aren't patient?
They don't have much patience, right?
Yeah.
What does desagradables mean?
Disagreeable,
Oh.
or not stubborn, but just disagreeable. Pero no son peligrosas, but they're not dangerous. Okay.
So is agreeable, agradable.
Agradable. So if I say, Avery es una persona agradable. She's an agreeable person, which means she gets along. She just gets along with everybody. But what's the big deal here with the llamas? What does it say? It says, en Perú, Ecuador y Bolivia, las llamas son domesticadas.
Oh, yeah, they're kept as pets, pretty much.
They're domesticated. Son como un perro o un gato, right? They're just like a dog or a cat. Son, Jorge tiene una llama. Does it say what his name? No, he doesn't say what his name is. Okay, and then Emma, have you read a second time? No, go ahead and read first.
I'll read this part.
Okay.
Andrea es de una zona tropical. Tropical en Guatemala. Ella tiene un loro. Su loro es bastante pequeño, pero hay loros que son muy grandes. Los loros tienen muchos colores bonitos.
Okay. So un loro, she has a parrot. Okay. And why might she have a parrot? She lives in Guatemala. ¿Dónde está Guatemala? ¿Dónde está Guatemala? In Centroamerica, just below Mexico, right? So if you look at SH, probably 38, 39. So actually SH 40, you see Mexico. Mexico is right up against Guatemala and Belize or Belize, Guatemala. You see Guatemala there. So it's tropical. just like most of Mexico is tropical, means it's a very warm, pretty temperate climate. It's warm almost year round, tropical. So why might she have a parrot? Because parrots are in abundance there, right? It's not necessarily so they're it's domesticated there because that's where they have them. They have parrots in Guatemala. Okay, so hay preguntas. Preguntas en página 77. ¿No preguntas? Sorry. So you see a picture below. Los niños son de los Andes en Perú, como Jorge en Pisac y Andrea en Guatemala. Ellos también tienen mascotas exóticas. Un loro y una alpaca. So this alpaca is their pet. Or they probably use them as pack animals as well. And I don't know if they're just dressed up for a special occasion or if they honestly still dress like this. I would say they probably don't still dress like this, and that this is for special occasion, a posed picture for or something like this. But that is traditional dress, traditional Peruvian dress. So, okay.
I have to go.
Yeah. Adios, clase. Hasta lunes.
Adios.
Bye.
Wait, hasta martes, right? Right?